Hey snackers, welcome back to another episode of Girl Dinner. So fall is starting this week, so now it is time to exchange your black summer clothes out for your black winter clothes.
Winter clothes. Yep.
Yeah, because we're not wearing florals around here, most of us. And if you are, I applaud you. That is brave.
That is very brave of you.
It looks good on everybody except me.
You don't think you look good in florals?
No, I feel I feel like an imposter when I wear florals. Like I'm just like, everybody knows that this is supposed to be wearing that.
That's how I feel when I wear those like straight brim hats.
Oh.
You know that like they're like cowboy hats, but they're like straight brim.
Yeah, you're just like
I leave my house and like everybody thinks I'm a phony. Everybody knows I shouldn't be wearing this hat.
Totally. You know what's interesting about hats is I love a ball cap.
Me too.
And I look so good in a ball cap, like too good in a ball cap. And then,
me too.
And then I look too good in a ball cap that everybody looks at me, so I don't wear them because I'm like, oh my god, like this is too much. Like I look too good.
No, you need to wear it.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna order a New York Yankees hat. I've really wanted one, and I have not ordered it. But I'm gonna order.
You should go try them on because there's different fits, and I have not been successfully able to order a hat offline because they've all kind of been shitty.
Okay, good to know because that's literally why I haven't ordered one, because I'm like, what if the fit is shitty?
Yeah. Do you have like a lids or something in Lacombe?
Not in Lacombe, but in Red Deer. But I need to go shopping, and I want to go shopping in Calgary. Like I just want to go to Cross Iron or something and do like a full shopping day because I need to. I haven't gone in so long because I was pregnant, and then like the baby. Like,
speaking of, her little baby's 1.
Yeah, she turned 1 yesterday. Oh my god, so fucking cute.
That's crazy. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you should see the video. We took a video last night because we got her cupcakes and we put a little candle in it and sang her happy birthday. This girl, like, this is the difference between my kids. Jackson, painfully shy when he was that age. Painfully shy. And he didn't dig into the cupcake. Like he kind of was very careful about it. Reese grabbed it and just like shoved it into her mouth. She chomped that shit down so fast, and then she was on a sugar high.
Oh,
she's like a little bear cub.
Oh my god, she's so freaking cute. I can't believe she's 1.
I know. I cannot believe it. And like I have a bit of a vulnerability hangover because sometimes I just post silly goose things because that's what I like to do. It's safe. It's safe to be a silly goose.
It is safe.
Yeah. But then when I post anything vulnerable, I spiral about it, as the snackers know. Okay. So I posted last night because we tried to have a second baby for 4 years, and I had 3 miscarriages in between that were so devastating, and it was a really hard time for us, like, you know. But I've talked about it a little bit online, but I haven't gotten too deep into it. But I posted a little bit about it last night, and I was just like, oh my god, like I have to delete this.
Was Clayton as emotional as you?
No, I fucking sobbed. She opened her presents last night, and I was just like
what do you get a 1-year-old?
Puking, crying, throwing up.
No, what do you get a 1-year-old?
Oh, okay, I got her. So she's used to playing with all of Jackson's toys, like guy toys, boy toys. She's got nothing, seriously. Like the difference between baby 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And so I got her like a little picnic basket, a leapfrog picnic basket that has all the fruit, and it has a bunch of songs, and she just like went hard. She just knew it was for her too. She ripped it all out, and she's like, open that. It was so cute. And she was like dancing, carrying it around. Oh, she's so cute.
My goodness, I can't believe she's 1. What the fuck?
I know.
Time is an illusion, first of all.
We're in a simulation, and you could easily convince me that this is some sort of purgatory.
What's a purgatory?
Like the in-between or something. Like it's not real life. Like maybe I'm in a coma and this isn't real. And I'm just like in some weird veil. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Like you could convince me. And
I don't think we even need to convince you. I think we just would tell you and you'd be like, okay.
Just be like, this is actually purgatory. You didn't have a baby. You actually just died. You're dead. This isn't real.
You're dead.
Honestly, no, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
What?
I was going to say that would be kind of peaceful.
Everybody, this is not a cry for help. She's okay, I promise.
I'm actually fine. I'm actually thriving, to be honest.
Yeah, I've had a really good time too lately.
I've had a really great time too lately. That's funny.
I can't speak for the moments before that, but lately it's been okay. I'm in a cocoon.
We need to talk about something. This is kind of gross, and it's also, but I feel like it's pretty normal, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just gross. When was the last time you washed your oven mitts?
I don't even own oven mitts. Sam.
Like, this is some crazy thing. I don't own oven mitts, Sam.
I think the last time I owned oven mitts was when I lived with you.
What?
Sam, I don't use
my fucking mic. Okay. To turn it. Okay, so you don't own. The last time you owned oven mitts was with me. What did you do with them after that?
I think I gave them to you.
You did?
Well, I sure as shit didn't keep them.
So what do? How do you get it out? A towel?
I don't use the oven, ever. I don't think I've ever used my oven.
Stop. Ever?
Ever.
Amber.
What?
Oh my God. Honestly, Kate, this is the difference between having kids and not. I've used the oven like twice today already.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
You have an air fryer.
I have an air fryer.
How do you get things out of there? Tongs?
Yeah, tongs. You can't fit an oven mitt in the air fryer. It's like this big.
Okay, so, well, this doesn't pertain to you then. But the thing
is, it's a good question.
It is a good question. I put my oven mitt on the element the other day and put something else on top of it. Like, the element was hot and the bitch was steaming, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put this under cold water. And I was like, ew, when was the last time I washed these? I'm thinking it's been about 5 years. And I do not remember washing those oven mitts.
Are they even washable? I feel like they're not.
I believe so. I believe you can wash most anything. So I don't know. But are you supposed to be washing them more? Like, it feels like it's not a germy thing, but it's been, like, it's probably fallen on the floor.
I see the predicament that you're in.
So
see, what I would do if I did use oven mitts, I would probably at this point just buy new ones. They're like $1.
Yeah, just throw them out and get new ones.
That's what I would do.
I got these ones for free because I had a lot of points at at Superstore in Airdrie.
Oh, this is when you lived in Airdrie.
Yeah, so maybe I haven't washed them since then. So it's been like 8 years.
Are you sure you even washed them then?
I don't think I've ever washed them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think that I would wash them. I just don't think that needs to be a thing that we need to worry about.
Right, but then, like, you use them. Well, I use them several times a day.
But you're not like contaminating them.
They've dipped in grease. And soup. And on the floor.
Yep. Okay.
And I have a dog.
I see where the issue lies here.
Yeah. So if you come to my house, just ignore this conversation. I might wash them someday, or I'll just throw them out and get new ones. But I had a lot of points, and I got these ones for free, and I also got a knife.
Okay.
Oh.
That's so rude. Okay, I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Can you follow along with hair tutorials?
No.
Right?
Can you?
No.
I black out.
I black out.
That's another thing I black out about.
Oh my God. Like, I was trying to watch one and it seemed so simple. Like, she just took her fingers, parted her hair half up, half down, and then that's where she lost me and I almost started crying.
Like, yeah, it's like too much after that.
It was like a half up ponytail and it looked so freaking cute. And I was like, I fucking got this. And I didn't have it even remotely close.
So what was it, like a braid, or was it like
no? It was just like a half up, half down, and then she like flipped the ponytail
Oh,
under the pony or over the ponytail. So then it was like a fluffier ponytail, and it was so cute. But like, she freaking lost me.
oh, I've seen that before. Okay, so you split, you half up, and then you put the pony a little bit down, and then tuck it in, maybe.
I don't know because I
Oh
couldn't
no.
remember. But then, and then they start getting out all these products and these tools, and I'm like, I'm lucky if I even can find my hairbrush.
Yeah, I know. No, I can't follow along with any kind of tutorial at all.
Any?
Not really. Like, what else?
What other tutorial? I watch a lot of like dog trick tutorials. Those ones I can follow along with.
Oh, yeah, my dog
But
doesn't listen.
what other tutorials can we not follow along with?
Well, there's like cooking tutorials, and I don't watch the cooking tutorial, but I do love those. But I
I
don't
hate
follow
that
there.
it takes like 7 business days to get to the actual recipe. Like, they have to give you their great Nona's whole life history before you get to the recipe.
Yeah, what is with that? And I think that like they need to read the room on that, because I don't know if anybody knows, anybody wants that anymore.
Nobody wants
Like, do we want to read about Gigi and her 17 children who used to make the pasta by hand and roll it out on Sundays? And like, do we need to know about that?
We don't need
Or
to know about that.
I really just can't scroll that far. I need you to tell me how to make it. Just tell me how to make that.
It's a damn phenomenon that not enough people talk about.
Nobody's talking about this. But nobody's talking about the fact that these blogs, before the recipe, there's 17 pages of their life history about this one recipe. How do they come up with so much? Like, every recipe has a story behind it.
Every person that posts a recipe also has a story behind it.
Each recipe, every
We're
single
living in
one.
a simulation.
Yeah, that's just the moral of the story. We're living in a simulation. Here, you want to make spaghetti bolognese? Well, back in Italy in 1825.
We talk about spaghetti a lot.
This is now a spaghetti podcast, brought to you by spaghetti.
We won't give you the origin story of spaghetti either, don't worry.
Yeah, I do actually. Okay, so I do love to cook. I fucking love cooking. But I don't need all the explanations. I need you to tell me step by step how to do the thing.
Yeah.
I will say I don't follow the rules very much, which is why I used to hate baking. Like, too many rules. Too many.
And you have to be really spot on with baking, don't you?
Yes. Actually, though, once you learn that shit, like once you actually develop intuition in the kitchen and intuition in the baking thing, you can kind of alter shit. You can kind of figure it out. It's like chemistry. Kind of like, you just like, okay, well, that will make that do that,
Oh my god, I failed chemistry like 4 times. So
I never took chemistry. I actually almost failed high school. So
I didn't know that.
You didn't? Because
No.
I failed math 20 like 4 times.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so I almost didn't graduate.
This is why God knew we would be too powerful if we also knew math.
Yeah, God was like, you know what? Better not let them be that smart.
We're pretty, we're funny, we look good in a ball cap. We cannot be able to do math. Come on.
Yeah, like you can't. I took math 24 times, and on the 4th time, I was gonna fail. Okay, I had everything else was fine. And my math teacher hated me so much. That was the only teacher that I can remember that was like this, like we're not seeing eye to eye ever.
It's because you're stupid.
I know. She's like, this girl is so stupid. She can't even, like, she doesn't even know long division, and she's supposed to learn that in grade 3. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know long division either. It's fine.
It was like the end. So this is math 20, okay? These aren't provincial exams. All right. So it was the last couple weeks of high school. The exam day came. She's like, Sam, I got to the school. We're going to do our exam. She's like, Sam, I'm going to send you home. I was like, why? She's like, no, you need to come back tomorrow, and I'm going to sit down and do this exam with you, or you're going to fail and you're not going to graduate.
No way.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay. So I went home and I was like, yeah, I did my exam. Told my parents I did my exam. I have another exam tomorrow. Went back, and she just sat down and did it with me and gave me a 50. That's it. She gave me a 50.
So do you think you actually got 50, or she just was like, fuck, I need to pass her?
No, she wanted me out of there. But you know what? You can't teach a fish to climb a tree.
No.
You can't.
No.
And I was born to talk. I was born to run around, be distracted.
Yeah.
I was born to...
My brain doesn't think in numbers. Like, it's just not my thing.
No. My brain thinks, like, you want to know something I'm really good at? Video editing.
She is really good. Yeah.
Those are my skills.
Know your limits and stay within it, and it ain't
like,
math.
Yeah, like read the room. It's not going to be math, and I get a physical illness when I think about math.
Oh yeah, I used to sit at the kitchen table and cry
every day. Yeah. Okay, so I have a story to tell you.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think there's something going on in this simulation. Okay, people are fucked up lately. We were coming back from some people's house. We went to dinner on Sunday at someone's house. Okay, some of Clayton's family. We stopped at the gas station. We stopped at UFA. Okay, and at UFA, it's like a full service thing. I don't know if you go there. If you don't have a UFA card, you should get one.
I don't even think we have a UFA.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
there's UFA everywhere, and your gas will be significantly less.
Oh,
and it's good for businesses. Anyways, like if you're a business owner, especially if you have to drive around like yourself, you should get a UFA card.
Okay.
Anyways, so these UFAs, they're amazing, especially if you're like somebody who drives a lot, travels a lot. There's bathrooms, and it's a card lock, right? So you can go there in the middle of the night and use the bathroom if you need to, like all these things, okay?
Wow.
They're swaggy.
Swaggy.
And cheaper. Yeah. And some of them have showers. So
what the hell?
Yeah, so if you ever decide that you need to live out of your Jeep with Daisy, UFA. You only shower like once a month anyway.
Bud. Holy shit.
Yeah. So anyways, we pull up to this UFA. It is broad daylight. And I see this van, and the back end of the van looks a little rough. And I look at the lady who's pumping gas, and I'm like, you're looking a little rough. No, it's fine, though. We get closer. There's another lady sitting, okay, driver's side, the side that we're pulling up on, okay? I can see the driver's side. This lady has the door open on the driver's side, pants down, sitting on, like, the I don't know, what is it called? The side part.
Yeah.
Being on the ground.
Oh.
She wipes.
With what?
Toilet paper.
Okay.
Got some toilet paper. Wiping. Midday. Well, it's not midday. It was evening, but it was bright out. Wiping. And just pissing all over the ground and standing in it, pretending nothing's happening. And the lady pumping gas is just humming away. There's other people there. There's cars everywhere watching this all go down. My kids are there. Like, I was just like, great.
What?
I just saw this whole lady's ass. And and made eye contact with her, if I would have, like, continued, I would have seen her whole vagina. Because she stood up and pulled up her pants. Clayton's just like, what's going on? He's like pumping our gas.
Does she know that there's bathrooms there?
They're right there. Like, you would have to be blind. Like, they're right there. And it's UFA. It's a card lock. You know that there is bathrooms. You just have to walk over and swipe the card. You have the UFA card. There are bathrooms. Like, why would you do that?
Fuck.
They must have been on drugs.
Did you ask her why she was doing that?
No. Could you imagine? Just opens the door. Why are you doing that? Are you peeing on the ground right there? And why are you standing in it?
I could see your son asking that.
Jackson, because Clayton and I were like, what is going on? He's like, what? He's like, no, shh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
maybe she didn't have the UFA card, or you can only get gas there if you have the card.
Yeah, you can only have, if you don't have that card, you can't get gas there.
So she had the card. She knew that the bathrooms were there.
She did. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
Pissed out the truck. Simulation.
She just wanted to be seen and heard.
Did
you know that? Have you ever noticed that when you pee in the toilet? Okay, when girls pee in the toilet, it sounds like frying chicken.
What?
When you pee in the toilet, it sounds like frying chicken.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. What does yours sound like?
I'm trying to remember.
Like,
I don't.
Think about if you have to go, like, not just a dribble pee, like if you really have to pee and you have to spray the pee, it sounds like fried chicken. Like if you drop some chicken into the fryer.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
Okay. You can't think of what your pee sounds like?
No, like I can, but not. I don't know. Oh my god! Do you remember the apparently kid?
Yes.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Yeah.
They found him.
Oh,
He's
and
grown
how
up.
old is he now?
He looked maybe about 17 in the video. He is exactly how you thought he would grow up to be.
Okay. I'm picturing him wearing like a tight green shirt still and like kind of reddish hair, maybe a little mushroom cut.
Oh my god, you're actually nailing this. Hold on, I'm gonna
Like
pull him up.
chubby-ish cheeks.
Yeah.
Like hasn't thinned out but isn't like oh or anything. Like
You're literally nailing it. His name is Noah.
Noah, yeah, that's right. That's
oh my
funny.
god, I spelled all of that wrong. Here, I'll show you a video or a picture of him. For anyone watching the video right now,
my god.
he grew up exactly how I thought he would have.
Well, he needs to cut his hair.
Yeah, he needs some help. But like, what a legend. What a fucking legend.
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
And apparently, the Powerball, me and my grandpa, we like to watch the Powerball.
That's so funny. When kids get hyper fixated on a word, you're just like, go off. Like, that is not how that was supposed to be used. But you know what? It's fine.
I love how blunt little kids are. I was watching a TikTok and it was like this. It was a grown up pretending to be a kid. He's like, "This is how kids act," and the kid, quote unquote, pulls up on his bike and is just like standing there so awkward, like looking at this other guy. He's like, "Why do you look like that?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why are you sitting by yourself? Is it because you're lonely?" And then the guy's like, "Who said I'm lonely?" And he's like, "I think my mom and dad are going to get a divorce."
Yeah. Just drives away.
Yeah. Just rides away.
Yeah. One time, Jackson, right after I had Reese, it was like 6 weeks after I had her, I couldn't zip up my jacket, but it was snowing because I had just had a baby. And he's like, "Why aren't you zipping up your jacket?" And I'm like, "Well, this jacket doesn't fit yet because I just had a baby." He's like, "Yeah, you have gotten quite large."
Oh my god.
we're at Walmart and we're just looking at bathing suits and he's like, "None of these are big enough for you." I was like, "Okay, can we just go?"
I'll just fuck myself. I think I told you this story, but I don't think I said it on the podcast. I was at the river one day and this little girl comes up to me and Daisy and she's just like petting Daisy. And then I was like, "Is that your mom and dad?" Because they're like two adults kind of in the river. And she's like, "That's my mom, but that's not my dad." Like, "Oh, who is that?" She's like, "I don't know who that is, but it's not my dad." Just like walks away.
Oh no.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh my god. I know. I just wonder like what preschool teachers hear. Like how much tea are they getting? Because I get the fucking tea. Like I'm getting the tea. Like what are these preschool teachers getting?
They're getting, oh my god, bless
I know
their
that
souls,
those kids
man. I
fart
could
all day
never.
long. I know those kids fart all day long.
Yeah, fart out their asses and out their mouths.
Oh, totally, all day long.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I saw on, there's some news, there's some P. Diddy news. And honestly, screw him. So they found in his house, okay, so you know about this whole P. Diddy shit, right? Okay. Officials seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from Diddy's home during raids. He has been charged with sex trafficking. Yeah. After a federal investigation led to his arrest in New York City, he was taken into custody by Homeland Security officers at the Park Hyatt Hotel. Combs facing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking,
What
and
the fuck is racketeering?
I have no fucking clue. I was hoping you knew. Transportation for prostitution. Prosecutors allege he coerced women into sexual acts and freak-offs. What's a freak-off?
What is
Freak-off
a
event?
freak off?
He orchestrated and recorded. Oh, he's
So they
gross.
found him because wasn't he missing for a while? Like nobody could find him.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was hiding. But like, good. Get out of here.
Ew, what a fucking scum of the earth.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Ew. And it's like these celebrities just think that they can, like, he probably thought he was going to get away with it because he just is like so famous.
Yeah. He had, I don't know, it was a few months ago, I think. I didn't watch it in depth, but he put out a statement. Like, he put out a video. And I watched a couple seconds of it. And I was like, I'm not watching this. This is so narcissistic and gaslighting. Like, he doesn't even see really what he did wrong. Like, he's kind of saying sorry to save face, but he's not sorry.
And he'll probably get off on like a mental health something or other. Like they'll assess him mentally and be like, oh, he's just unfit or whatever, you know.
If he's insane, put him in an insane asylum.
They'll get him out.
No, I hope he gets whacked in prison. Okay, I'm sorry for saying that.
No, it's fine. I agree. But I bet you any money he'll get out with like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I shouldn't say I want somebody to get whacked, but
it's fine. I mean, she's such a golden retriever. Just say it. It's fine. He's literally sex trafficking humans. He deserves to die. Like, fuck it.
Oh my God. Okay, so last week you recommended that I watch The Perfect Couple. I watched it all.
You watched it all? I haven't even finished it yet.
You haven't?
No.
I was like finding time. I was creating time to watch it so we could talk about it, but it's okay.
I dove into the fucking Mormon, so I couldn't. And
we'll get into that in a second. But this Perfect Couple, I feel like people are starting to take this whole like better acting thing seriously, because I feel like since 2017, 2018, shit has just sucked.
I feel like since COVID, man, like people just stopped giving a shit.
Yeah. And now this was really well done. I think this is the ADHD girl in me or the mom in me. I don't know, but I love a mini series like that. I love a mini series. Like, wrap it up. Let's wrap this shit up. I want to know what happened. Who is the killer?
So there's no chance of a part 2?
You know what? They did leave a little bit to the imagination that there could be a part 2, and I'd be really happy if there was, but they wrapped it up. They didn't leave you on a cliffhanger.
I love that.
I hate cliffhangers.
Me too.
Don't do that. Like, that should be illegal.
I'm not a cliffhanger girl. Do not do that to me.
Yeah. Like,
the fact that I sat down and watched this for as long as I did, and
you're
then you're gonna leave me hanging? No.
I know. I read a series. I know you're not into fantasy, I don't think, but I read this series. Well, it's not a full series, but I read 2 books last fall, and the third one comes out this January, and they left the second book on such a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, you can't do that to me, but it's so good. Oh my God. But yeah.
Okay, well, so I'll finish The Perfect Couple then. I think I only have like a few more episodes.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. So we also wanted to talk about a hot topic today. We wanted to dive into something that it's like a little bit controversial, and we want to just kind of give our take on it. So everyone and their mom knows about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, okay? And if you don't know what it is, there's a new show on Hulu based on
Disney Plus.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus.
That's where I'm watching it. Yeah.
Okay, Disney Plus. But it's basically these women, they started, or I think around COVID, they started this thing called Mom Tok on TikTok, where these Mormon moms would get together and they would do TikToks together. And there was a whole swinging scandal that came out. I want to say it's been about 2 years, maybe a little bit more, with this girl, Taylor Frankie Paul. And now this show is kind of based on these women's quote unquote lives around this whole swinging scandal. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I haven't finished the season yet, but I do have some hot takes so far, and I'll try and get it finished, and then I'll talk more about the show.
I don't even think the full season is out yet.
Oh, really? Because there's 10 episodes out.
There's 10? Oh, there's only 8 on Disney Plus.
Oh, really? Okay, so I've been watching it on this other app, and then there's 10 out.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
I could be wrong too.
So I want to hear, we're going to talk about this a little bit, but we're also going to talk about, like, is monogamy the best way for long-term relationships? Is monogamy the way to be always, or could there be another way? Can you be as successful in a long-term relationship without being monogamous? So
Let's
first, I
talk
want
about
to
it.
first hear your thoughts before we because I haven't finished the season, but what are your thoughts on the girls? Who's your favorite? Who are you not liking?
Yeah. So I thought I was going to hate Taylor. Love her. Love her. I just the way that she had acted before the show came out, I was like, this girl's a fucking dummy.
So you've seen her on TikTok and stuff before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the only one I seen though. I didn't like deep dive into them. So she's the only one I knew.
Mhm.
I hate Whitney. I cannot stand her.
Everybody hates her.
Her husband is gay.
Yeah, okay, so
Her husband is gay. Like you can't tell me that guy's not gay.
yeah. I think he's bi,
100%.
probably.
I think because it's so like frowned upon in the Mormon community to be gay,
Yeah.
that I think he did the whole what he was supposed to do. And I give it 5 more years before he fully comes out. Leaves his wife, fully
Yeah.
comes out as gay. I think this show is gonna be like a good catalyst for him to be like,
Mhm.
well, you know.
Mhm.
I love Demi.
Mhm.
I love Jesse. They're like this because there's 2 groups, like the saints and the sinners.
Mhm.
I love the sinners, that there isn't one that I don't like in that group.
Mhm.
I actually like all of them except for Whitney, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting, because I do not like any of them pretty much.
Really?
I like Whitney. Okay, this is my hot take.
No way.
This might change. Okay, this might change. I'm only 2 or 3 episodes in. Okay.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't know Whitney was part of this whole Mormon mom TikTok thing. I've been following Whitney for years.
Oh.
Yeah, just like separately. But I had been following Taylor Frankie Paul for a long time too, and I ended up unfollowing her. I have never liked her energy.
Yeah.
I never liked her energy for a really long time. I think that she's got a lot of baggage. Like her mom is so mean. Like what the hell? So I sympathize on that front. Although I do think that Taylor Frankie Paul is the leader of the Mean Girls. And I think Whitney got caught up with Mean Girls and got sucked into it and has I think she has alpha female energy and got sucked into all these Mean Girls and doesn't actually know how to handle it, doesn't know how to step away, wants to be in the limelight, is probably a little bit money hungry, loves the fame, loves the spotlight, and got herself caught into this whole all this drama and didn't know how to handle it. Like I honestly think that she needs to heal a lot. I think they all need to heal a lot.
Oh, they all need to heal.
I think they're all mean girls. I truly do. I think they're all mean girls. But because I've been following Whitney for years, I feel like I know her energy more, and I think the show is portraying her a lot worse than she actually is, and I think that they're sugarcoating Taylor. I do. That's how I feel so far. So
I think that will change.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at the very beginning too, it was like, what is the deal with fucking Frank or Taylor? I cannot stand Whitney. She does some really shady, like intentional mean girl shit that's like not cool. But I do agree with you. I think they're all mean girls. I don't think any of them are actually. I actually don't think any of them truly even like each other.
Yes.
I think that they're putting on this facade. 1, for the show. It makes great TV.
Yes.
And 2, for Mom Talk. Like that's how most of them are making their money. It's very clear that they don't actually even like each other.
Yeah, they don't like each other. They're not ride or die people.
No.
So I'm not. I mean, like I said, I'm only 3 episodes in, and I think that I don't like that Whitney didn't text Taylor about the baby shower. I think that was rude. But I also don't think that she should show up. I think that they should separate. I don't think they should be friends. They shouldn't pretend to be friends. They shouldn't get back to Mom Talk and the way it was. They should all move on and build their own brands separately and move on from each other. They all hate each other.
Yeah. I want you to get to the episodes that I just got to, because you don't really hear from the husbands a whole lot until I think it was like episode 7. Fuck all the husbands.
I bet. I feel like they don't even work. Do they work?
I don't know. They don't really touch on the husbands because it's not about them. But episode 7 is where you like get to know them better. There's actually 2. Demi's husband, love him. He's like 50. He's like so far removed from all this bullshit. He's like, I don't even fucking care. And then Demi and Jesse's husbands are really the only two that I like. The rest can go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into it too much because you haven't seen it yet, but awful, 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 awful humans.
Yeah, because I feel like Dakota is a really bad boyfriend, husband, whatever. I
I
don't think
don't
they're
know
married yet.
what's going on with them, but it's not good.
Mm-mm.
It is just not good what's going on with them.
No, and it was never good with her other husband before too. So the reason that I actually unfollowed Taylor Frankie Paul before was because she would show the filth in her house. She would like show these TikToks and these videos of her house, and it was just like disgusting. And I feel like I got like neglect energy from her. I'm not going to make all these accusations. I don't know if she neglects her children at all. I think she's probably a decent enough mom. I don't think she should be having more kids.
No,
I
well,
think
they
she
had their
needs
baby.
right. I think she needs to heal and
Yeah.
like sort her shit out
Yeah.
and get like I feel for these girls in a lot of ways because I feel like the Mormon community and like just religion in general, it puts you into this like shameful, like it almost makes the idea of I don't know, like I don't know if they all swang or whatever swung, but
Swung.
I don't know if they're all swingers, but it makes it more alluring to do quote unquote the bad stuff when you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about when you brought up the topic of wanting to talk about this. So we want to talk about monogamy, but I think from watching this show, it is so clear that because they grew up with this many restraints and restrictions, I watch a lot of reality. I've never seen a more problematic, dysfunctional group of friends than this group. Every single one of them is an addict of some sort, like completely has no regard for anyone's feeling. Like there's so many huge issues with every single one of them.
Yeah.
That like it's very clear that this like little micro group in the huge community is struggling because they weren't allowed to do anything.
No. I know. No, they weren't. And like the shame that their parents and the and the pressure of being a Mormon and following these strict rules, like they're not allowed to have caffeine. They're not allowed
like you can even see it in the parents, the way that like the parents interact with them. Like their parents are brainwashed too.
Totally. And we're not coming for the Mormon community, but I just think that it's like a little archaic. Like, come on.
It is. Like I understand you wanting to like keep your faith alive, and to be honest, I don't know fucking shit about the Mormon community. However, what I do know is like these archaic, misogynistic ways of living out the door, man, out the door. You can still love your God and your faith and your religion without putting all these like restraints on, especially women.
Yeah.
From what I've seen in this community.
Totally. And like from what I understand about being Mormon is that it is for the women, they're supposed to basically live for their husbands pretty much, right? Like they're supposed so they're supposed to like take care of their husbands, take care of the home, be mothers and all of this stuff. So it's like interesting that, I think that just like sidebar ADD, but like Taylor Frankie Paul saying how she did on that TikTok and like outing everybody as swingers and stuff like that. I think that was really shady. I don't think she should have done that. I think that she could have said that she does it, but I don't think all of them are swingers.
No, and from what I've gathered from the show, it wasn't even really any of the ones that are in the show.
Yeah.
Like
so
I don't. Yeah.
And I just think that she just did a lot of things that she didn't really like think of the repercussions of it all.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's almost like they don't even have normal thought processes. You know what I mean? Because they're just like, I've grown up with so many restrictions. I'm just gonna fucking go off the handle, and I don't care what happens.
Yeah,
and it's all of them.
Yes, it's all of them. It's literally all of them.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this poses the question that we kind of wanted to talk about today. Is monogamy the best way in relationships? So, I was reading some articles yesterday just trying to like kind of understand, because for me monogamy is it. Like I'm a one trick pony. Like and like I was thinking about this, how as a wife I don't have enough energy to go to another guy.
Okay, wait. I want your definition. Like what level of monogamy are we talking about? Like you're talking about being in different relationships, like,
So
or
for me,
just having, like, just being open sexually?
I couldn't do either. Like
No, I
I
know, but like, which level are we talking about?
I think like all of it,
Yeah, okay.
like every level. Like could you I think there's a difference. Monogamous is like when you've made it, whether it's a vow in a marital vow or whether it's like a spoken vow to each other that like we're together and we're not seeing other people, we're not having sex with other people. I think that then there's that, okay? But then I think that if you're just dating and you're kind of seeing somebody and you can see somebody else and there hasn't been that hard line, I don't think that that can be considered not monogamous because
Yeah.
you haven't made a strict like you haven't made a commitment to this person.
So
Like
I'm the same as you. I'm definitely monogamous till I die.
mhm.
I don't think that there was a part of me at one point in my life that thought like I might be able to, like, me and my partner might be able to like have sex with other people. This is
Mhm.
like so long ago, like
Mhm.
mid 20s. I'm far past that now. There's no way. Honestly,
Mhm.
I'm way too territorial. Like
Same.
I'm not necessarily the jealous type, but I am quite territorial.
Same. Exactly. That's exactly me too.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's there's the other side of it because I know people who are open, right? And they weren't always open, right? Like they were married for 10 plus years and something happened, they had a slip up or, they started, feeling distance from their partner, like as people do, like people go through shit and then they started
Mm-hmm.
thinking about somebody else and they decide like, what if we tried this? Like what if we decide to go to a swingers club? Like try this out, right? And I think that there is no right or wrong way when it comes to relationships, like whatever works for you. I just think the caveat is that everybody's on board. But I think that you kind of know when you go into things, but people do change, they do grow,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like if you decide later on that you want to open up your marriage.
Yeah, I also know a couple that they've been married forever and they
Mhm.
opened their marriage for like a few years and they said it was the best thing they've ever they don't anymore,
Mhm.
but they said it was the best thing for them. And they got a lot of like backlash from their family and their close family and friends.
Mhm.
And she said something that like really stuck with me. She's like, they brought it up at the dinner table one time and they said her
Nice.
brother or something was like, I just couldn't do that. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, I think of every couple here, we're the ones that are being the most real. Like,
Totally.
we're human beings. We have needs. We've been together for a very long time.
Mhm.
And this is
Mhm.
just what's working for us.
Yeah, totally. And I think that that's so fine. I think that if you decide you're like, I've been with you for so long, like we've been together, we're secure. Like we know that we're good. Like what if we just added a little spice?
I do think it takes a very, very, very strong foundation, like
Yes.
the ultimate foundation in a relationship to be able to even bring that to the table.
Yeah. So I brought this up to Clayton last night, right? Because we talked about it a little bit because I told him we were going to talk about it today on the podcast or whatever. And he's like, I can't even think about you being with somebody else. Like he's like,
Aw.
no. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about this. Like he would never. Okay. But like I'm gonna admit something that I don't think I've ever really said in public before. But my husband is 7.5 years older than me. Like he's had way more partners than I have ever had, and like sexual partners. And I kind of like it. Like I kind of don't mind. I would never open up our marriage because
Yeah.
it's not who I am. I'm very territorial. But like the thought of him being with somebody else before like kind of turns me on.
Turn on. Yes.
It's like
Yes.
good.
No,
Like don't just have me.
it's a fucking turn on. Yes, I'm so glad you said that. In all my relationships, I have said like, I don't know if this is weird or not, but like the thought of you being with someone else before me, like yeah, no, I liked
It's
it.
hot.
Like, not don't be with someone with me, but like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
how long your experience? Don't fucking figure it out.
Yeah, it is.
No, I like it
Because
too.
because it kind of deepens the level of attraction almost with them. It's like that's kind of hot that someone else has desired you so much, or
Yes.
like you've been able to just go out there and like pick someone up at the bar.
Yeah.
Like to me, I feel like that's hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree 100 million trillion %. I do.
Yeah. My husband, couldn't be further. He's like, no. He's like, does that ever happen?
I think it's different for males though. Like
I do. Like he likes the like. Okay, this sounds kind of fucked up, but he likes that. It's like I'm not. I wasn't not inexperienced when he met me, but I hadn't like explored very much. Like I was only 20 when we met.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had only been, well, I guess I lost my virginity when I was 16. How did you lose your virginity? How old were you?
Oh my fucking God. I was 15 and it was traumatic.
Was it?
It was on a mattress on the floor. I was dating him. He was 3 years older than me, so more experience than me. It was as bad as you could imagine.
Oh,
it
man.
was painful, but the good thing about it, because we were still young, like it lasted 7 seconds. Thank God. I was like, I'm going to die. This hurts so bad. I'm going to die. And then I almost broke up with him because I was like, I hated that.
Yeah, it's too painful. I can't do it.
It sucked so bad. What about yours?
Yeah, so I was 16. I was dating the guy. Like it was my first love. And mine was on a bathroom floor.
Fucking hell, man. It's nothing like the movies.
Oh no, it's not. It was so painful. We were so scared. Like it lasted 5 seconds because
thank God.
Like nobody finished, obviously.
No.
And we still filled up the condom with water to see if it broke.
Okay, that's actually kind of smart though.
Yeah. We were like, oh my God. Even though nothing happened. Like nobody
but you don't know that. You don't even know that at 16. You're just like, fuck, I'm gonna get pregnant.
Yeah, literally. And then I got a UTI after.
First time you have sex just gets a UTI.
Yeah, because you have to pee right after. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I held my pee in for so long after.
When did you learn that rule? Because I feel like I was really late in life when I learned that rule.
I think I learned it throughout that experience because I was with that person for 2 years. So like it was like we explored it all, right? Like we were each other's. Well,
no. But when did you learn that you have to pee after sex to not get a UTI?
Throughout that, like throughout those years.
Fuck, you learned that. I think I was like 24 when I learned that.
What?
Yeah, man. I just kept getting UTIs, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then my boyfriend's stepmom was like, "You need to pee after every time you have sex," and I haven't got a UTI since.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you got to pee right away. Yeah, which is really fucked up. Like, why? Why do you get
it's a different hole.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
I never thought about that.
You need to clean your urethra because you're rubbing pubes against your urethra?
I never thought about that.
But even if they clean and they're showered, right? Like, I'm not letting a dirty dick near me. That's disgusting.
Well, sometimes it happens.
No, it doesn't.
Like you were camping?
No. I don't know. No.
Okay. That's fair.
You're like, no, I've never done that either. I'm very like, you know me, like I need to like.
She showers before bed all the time.
What?
You shower before bed every night.
Yeah, and like if we're camping and you're all dirty and disgusting, like I'm not having sex with you.
Yeah.
Go wash your dick.
Yeah.
And your mouth. So.
And your mouth? And your mouth?
Yes.
What?
Don't kiss me with that dirty mouth.
Stop. Do not kiss me with that dirty mouth.
No, definitely not. Okay. But yeah, so back onto the like whole monogamy thing. I think we could dive into this even like so deep. Like people, I think that a lot of people who, you know, decide to open up their marriage, I'd like to hear from people who do, right? I would like to see.
We should get someone on the podcast.
We should because like I wonder if, you know, is that okay? How do you feel about porn? Like watching porn with your partner? Like, do you think that is? Because some people feel like that's cheating. Like watching porn is cheating. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
Would you watch it with your partner?
So it's something I've never done, but I think that I would like it. And yeah, I don't think I would make it a staple like in our household. Yeah. But I think I would like it.
Just Friday evening, just on the main TV.
The sound surround.
Yeah. Oh my God. The surround sound.
No, I don't think that I would.
No, I never have either. I'm so shy. Like,
so actually, I got the idea from Paige and Craig. They do it.
I know. Like, how do people get so brave?
I don't know.
I'm so shy. I'm like just
Still with your husband?
yeah, like it's starting over the last few years. I've had like a sexual awakening though, and it's been like I've been way less shy, and I'm like starting to come into it now. Yeah, because I was always really really shy about it. Always, I'd have to be like wasted.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
And you'll see why on actually one of the episodes of the Mormon Wives is going to a strip club, or like for this example, it was Chippendales. Is that cheating?
No, I think that it's not cheating to look at something. I think that getting a lap dance or like being touched by somebody else, and I think that that really has to be discussed in your relationship. But I think that that could be considered cheating. Like if my husband got a lap dance, I would feel like that would be cheating.
Or if he went without you knowing, I think that that could probably be cheating.
Yeah,
Like if he knew he was going and he decided not to tell you.
Yeah, if he lied about it, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel the exact same way. I think that if it was like the plan with the boys, whatever.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if you get a lap dance, I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, if you're like touching her, also don't like that. But I think,
yeah.
And then, yeah, same. If you knew about it and you lied, but then also like, yeah, I won't say too much because I'll give away the episode. But yes, I am on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. My husband, the night or 2 nights before our wedding, like all the guys, they all went out for his bachelor party and they took him to the strippers. Like, and I kind of knew it was going to happen. I didn't love it because I'm getting married in 2 days.
Yeah.
But
that's another fucking ick. Don't have a gross ass bachelor party.
Right? And like it was his, like it was our best man. He like came up to me because Clayton didn't even want to go. He was like, he came up to me and he was like, I'm taking him to the strippers. I'm like, why? Like, why?
I find like the whole concept of bachelorette parties, like it's my last free night. I find that so disgusting.
It is so disgusting. And Clayton's like, yeah, I'm not. He's like, don't worry. He's like, no. He's like, they're gross. He doesn't think strippers, like, he's like, don't worry. You don't have to be threatened by a stripper. He's like, it's not my vibe. It's not my kind of person.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to slut shame like or anything like that. But
no, but yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other topic we could talk about. It's just fucking weird shit about marriages and bachelorette parties.
Yeah,
like go have a fun night with your guys or your girls, but like the fact that the whole thing around it is like, oh, it's your last single night. Like, shut the fuck up.
Single.
If you're not feeling free and you're going into your marriage, or that like you're going to be tied down or locked, like you're probably in the wrong marriage, honestly.
Totally. Like you should be so excited to be getting married to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then, okay, so this poses another question. What if you decide to like not be monogamous with your partner and you guys decide to open up your marriage and then you get jealous and you can't get over it and it starts to feel like cheating, right? Like, what do you do?
That would be really, really tough to come back from.
I think so too. If I ever even saw my husband kiss another person, I would break up with him.
Fucking go straight to hell.
Yeah.
It's tough because I feel like in a lot of these situations, the girl is going to have to be the one to bring it up, to be like, hey, let's talk about opening up the marriage. But then in the same breath, I feel like the girl is going to be the one to possibly kind of retract that. So it's almost like you asked for this. So now, I don't know, therapy. Go to therapy. Lots of therapy. If that's how you're feeling.
Yep. Go to therapy.
Separately, together, get through it. Because
absolutely.
Like there's, after you guys fuck someone else, there's no coming back from it. So
no, it's too late. You've already fucked somebody else.
Lots of therapy.
You can't you can't take the dick that's already been in there. Like it's already, you can't take it out. It's already been in.
Yeah, I think in my younger years I would have been down for it, but no.
My light died.
Of course. Fucking of course. At least we got to about an hour before.
You know what though? Look at this. I got my freaking charger and it's the right one.
Yay. Every episode her fucking light dies, but it's okay. It's just part of the process, you know?
There it is. See? It's fine. I didn't do that. You did that.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to hear from some people, like, what their thoughts are. So if you guys have some thoughts on this monogamy thing, and like if you think that it's ever okay, or if you think that it could be better, because a lot of people are saying that like monogamy is archaic and it's old and it's not something, you know, it's bad to like try to stay with one person forever, but I disagree.
What some people's arguments are saying, like, it's not inherently in us to stay with
Be
someone for
monogamous.
one person, or stay with one person for life. I don't agree with that though fully.
No,
I don't.
I don't.
I think that, I don't know, because just I know how I operate and how I feel,
Mhm.
and I'm like, there's no way that I'm the only one. And like,
Yeah,
also look at penguins.
I know.
Penguins mate for fucking life.
Same with geese.
Geese.
Silly geese.
Oh my god.
They do. Yeah, and I also try to look at things like as a long-term thing, like as an investment. Like when I'm 80 and my husband's almost 88 years old, like do I want to be sitting there with somebody else? Do I want to be sitting there alone, or do I want to be sitting there with him?
Mm.
And it's him. It's always been him, right? And I think that you have to be so proactive in your relationship to keep things fresh and keep things like quote unquote spicy and new feeling. Like you have to take care of it. If you
Mhm.
want to be monogamous and that's something that you know, you don't want to be wandering eyes, and you know, you don't want to get bored in your relationship, like love takes time and practice, and you have to be so like you have to be proactive with it.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like when people get to a stagnant part of the relationship, it's easy to want to like look outwards and, you know, maybe talk about this stuff, and that, sure, that works for lots of people, but I also think for lots of people it doesn't.
Yeah, totally. So like another question then would be, if you are in the porn industry, or you have like say you do OnlyFans, and or you like porn OnlyFans, anything in the sex, like any type of sex work, you know, is that considered not being monogamous?
That's a really good question. I would think not. Like they could still have still be a monogamist in the relationship, because you have
Mhm.
to look at what they do as just work,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah,
It'd be
totally.
like to like look at Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, for example. Like, yeah, they sleep with other people or have to kiss other people on screen, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that's just also just their work. They're
It's not
still in a
real. Yeah.
monogamous relationship.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. That's a fucking weird one. I don't know the answer to that one.
I know it's a lot, right? Because you know, there's lots of people out there who have OnlyFans who are able to, you know, they do that for their full-time job. They make killer money and they have lavish lifestyles with their husbands, right? And they,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's completely separate and it means
Some bitch
nothing.
made like she makes like 6 figures a month on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's lots.
Fucking crazy.
There's lots. There's people who make millions and millions of dollars on OnlyFans. I know people who are on OnlyFans who make bank.
Oh,
Seriously.
come on.
Yeah. And, you know, and it's like, as long as you're both on board with it and you can separate the work from, you know, there's no feelings involved.
Which is where it gets sticky, because for some
Mhm.
people, see, I'm the opposite. Like
Yeah.
I have to form an emotional connection before I can like sleep with
Have
you.
sex. Yeah.
Some people it's the opposite. Like
Yes.
forming that physical is what is the catalyst to
Yeah.
an emotional connection.
Yeah, totally.
So that's where it would get a little bit gray for me. Personally, I could not date someone that's on OnlyFans.
Yeah, totally. And I'm the exact same way.
Yeah.
But that's because we're just lover girls.
We're just liver girls. Just
And
liver girls.
but yeah, so if somebody's, I couldn't do it either, and I don't think that I don't think my husband would be okay with me being on OnlyFans. Like truly, like we've talked about it, right? Like, you know, we're always
Everybody
talking.
does.
We're
Everybody does.
entrepreneurs. We're entrepreneurs. We're like, how can we make money? Like,
Mhm.
what can we do, right? And we're thinking, and I honestly, he would not be okay if I was showing popping my pussy on OnlyFans. He would be like, "That is mine." He's very territorial too. Like,
Yeah,
he's not a
which I
jealous
love.
guy.
Oh my god, be territorial.
Yes.
Some girls are like, "Oh, that's insecure." No,
No, it's not.
there's a way to do it that's not insecure.
Yes. There's a very big difference between insecurity and like knowing what you have,
Yes.
right? Like he is so proud to have me. He like just yesterday I was just brushing my teeth, which also he always comes and hits on me when I'm brushing my teeth because I'm bent over. And he's like you are literally the like if hot was the definition of hot is you, like, look
Oh
at him.
my God, I love it so much.
Yeah, like he loves it. So if I was in any way sharing that at all, right? Like, even if I'm not wearing my wedding ring today, but if I'm not wearing my wedding ring, he's like, people are gonna try and date you. But he's just proud of it, and he's happy. And I think that, like, when you are so secure in that way, like, we're not looking over the fence at all.
Yeah.
But some people are just naturally like that though too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can still be they can be in love and have a deep connection with somebody, but then also they can fulfill those other physical needs with other people.
Because it goes into the conversation of, like, you can't have one person, like, fill every single cup, right? It's such a catch-22. Like you said, it works for some people, it doesn't for others. Me personally, this is a no-go.
I'm too sleepy.
I'm too sleepy. I'm too a lot of things.
I'm too territorial, too sleepy,
too ADD, too fucking too busy.
Like, can't text. Like, I'm not texting. Like,
oh my God.
You'd have to you'd have to go out with that person.
No.
No.
Like no.
No. You'd have to reply to their text messages.
Oh no, honey, no.
Like, yeah, no, like, you'd have to have a meal with them.
What?
Yeah. No. I think that would be really bad.
That would be so bad. I don't want to have spaghetti with anybody else.
Just want one person to have spaghetti with. Also, like, I'm so weird. Like, you couldn't release your inhibitions.
No. So fucking weird. I learned how to play harmonica.
You have one?
I have two.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, we're making a reel with those. Let me try that.
Yeah, you can try it for sure.
I fucking love a harmonica.
I love a harmonica.
Yeah. So anyways, that's our hot take on all of that.
Okay.
Thanks so much for tuning in, Snackers. If you guys have any hot takes or anything on what we talked about today, please feel free to reach out to us. Subscribe to our YouTube. Last week's episode's up. I'm going to put this week's episode up. I'm going to stay really consistent with it because we have 5 viewers. Woo! 5 to 7 people who be watching on YouTube and commenting. We got a comment. Like, you know what? You might as well.
Coming up.
You might as well get our autographs now.
Get them now.
You get them now. Thanks for snacking with us. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.